Hello everybody, welcome back to Erie Arachnids. I went and picked up my package today from Palp Frictions. Go check them out. You have to go. Send Alexandra a message. When you go and you're looking at stuff, she's very, very helpful. Garrett probably is too. I've always dealt with Alexandra, so I'm not quite sure. I know people have said that Garrett's very, very helpful. So go check them out. They are getting ready to do a spring cleaning sale. So there is going to be a select group of tarantulas on their site. How many there are, I have no idea. I don't know what's on it. I think it starts today, but I'm not 100% positive. I'm pretty sure it does, and I think it goes just 2 days. So go check them out if you see this video, and if there's things you like in that, you're going to get 20% off your purchase at the very end. So there's a code that you will punch in under the code. I think it's Spring Cleaning 18 or Spring Cleaning 2018. You'll see that. I'm sure there'll be a flyer on their site when you first go there. So, I mean, if you think about it, if you go there and spend $100, you're actually going to save 20 bucks. So, if anybody's got tax money left over, or if they're thinking about picking anything up, go check them out, because you're going to save some decent money. And I don't get anything from doing these promotions for them. So, this isn't me trying to promote them to get stuff, even though people have come from my YouTube channel and have said to them, oh, I saw your sticker or your stickers in Erie Arachnids videos, and then they end up buying something. Alexandra did say every couple weeks somebody will say that. So I got some stuff. Most of it's from trade. The rest of it that I got in, one's a freebie, and the rest of it was the rest of the money that was left over in the PayPal me account. Now, I did say that I wanted to get a GoPro 5 with my PayPal me account. That's my goal, is to do that. Now, that being said, the only reason I used that money to get the two that I got was because there was already a shipment coming in because of the trade. So I just kind of took advantage of that and said, there's a couple that I would really like to get that are on my list. Definitely a genus that I really, really enjoy. Well, actually two that I really, really enjoy. So without further ado, what I got was 2 African species and 2 Central American species. We will do the Central American species first. They're not out of their vials yet. They're just here. I mean, I just unpacked them just a little bit ago. So here's the Sericopelma species bouquet. I believe Panama. This is from Panama. So you'll see this one coming up in the Panamanian video. And this next one was one of my top wish list. This is the Megaphoboma mesomelas. Just super stoked about this one. This is a Costa Rican species. They're absolutely gorgeous. I think they're called the Costa Rican redleg. You have to go look at an adult picture of these. They are just absolutely phenomenal looking. They kind of almost, if you look at them real quick, you'd almost think that it would belong in a Brachypelma genus because of the blacks and the reds. It's just absolutely outstanding. I don't think there's any coloring right now, but I can't wait till we see the coloring coming in. Okay, now the 2 African species. The first one is the Stratojaurus meridionalis. This is the Zimbabwe gray baboon. I do not believe this one gets a horn. I'd have to double check that for sure, but I do not believe this one gets a horn. So this one is absolutely cool. Again, I love the Stratojaurus genus as a whole. I think there's only 5 in the hobby. I could be wrong with that. There's this one, and then I got another Stratojaurus species. This one is the Sanderi. I don't know the common name for this one. I didn't look that one up. This could be the greater horned baboon. I don't know. But I know there's the Stratojaurus brachycephalus, and I'm pretty sure the brachycephalus does have a horn, so that one may be the greater horned baboon. I'm just not very good with common names. So I don't have anything set up for these guys yet because I wanted to see them live to determine what I want to put them in. I have 2 softball enclosures available, and I don't know that any of those will go in them. Maybe the meridionalis, I think, is the biggest out of all of them. I think the mesomesalis is 3/4 inch, and the bouquet may be 1 inch. So those 2 may go into the softball enclosures, and then I have 2 baseball enclosures set up too, or not set up, but available to use. So it'll be interesting to see what I'd put them in, and you're not going to see that in this video. You're going to have to wait for the update video coming out because we did have a death and out of the blue. I mean, completely out of the blue. And then I did 2 rehousings yesterday. I didn't film them because they were a bit they're a bit feisty. And it's a lot easier for me just to put them in the enclosure and show them. And one's already done some work, a lot of work. So we'll have to see. I didn't look at the other one to see how he's doing. But the two that I rehoused were the Chilobrachys fimbriatus and the Homoioma species blue male, the larger one. So we do have a few of the 124 scale die-cast car display cases available, 3 as a matter of fact. And I think one of them is going to be used for the freshly molted Tarantulas sazime, because she has, I believe she's a she. She's actually up on the side. I probably can try and get a ventral if she stays there. She's in a softball enclosure, and I think she's ready for something new. And I just put her in that softball enclosure when she molted the last time. So she may be a male, or he may be a male. I'm not really quite sure, because it has molted twice pretty quickly. Matter of fact, I think it only fed twice since its last molted. It molted again. So, what was the freebie? Well, again, the Chilobrachys fimbriatus, it's in that genus. So this is the Chilobrachys species. And I already have the Huahini, and I have 2 cancrochons, and I have 1 discalus. This one I don't have. I never expected to actually have it. I can't believe that they sent it to me, to be honest with you. But I am absolutely grateful. And I definitely have to get a hold of her and let her know how absolutely stoked I am for this. But I can see the little guy. Can you see the little feet right there up on top? See them? So this is probably going to be a quick and easy rehouse, depending on what I'm going to put this guy in. So what is it? What do you think it is? So it's a Chilobrachys species. Again, this isn't, your everyday Chilobrachys species either. So you ready for the unveiling? Okay, so the C for Chilobrachys species electric blue. Again, I'm pretty stoked over that. And again, thanks Alexandra, thanks Garrett. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to go check them out. I'll put the link down in the description for you, so that you could just click it and go, if you want to. I know a lot of people, I never read the descriptions. Basically, most of the time, because I watch the videos on my TV, so I don't ever see the descriptions. But a lot of times when someone says there's a link in the description for this or that, then I'll watch it, I'll go back on my phone and rewatch it, and then look at the description and see what actually is in there. But I'm not going to get these rehoused right now. They're actually just going to come out of their vials. We're going to go into something like a holding vial, because I'm going to be leaving here in a little bit. My daughter's got, in the middle of the day, yes, in the middle of the day, they're still in school, but in the middle of the day they have a softball playoff game for high school, so we have to go to that. So, oh, and also I got another one of these. You can see this. This one was crawling around my bedroom ceiling. This is another Phidippus audix. So, yeah. I don't know. I may just let this one go. I may actually let the other one go too. As much as I enjoy them, I mean, I love seeing them around. My wife hates seeing them in the house, but I may let them go, and or I may not. I don't know. They are a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to mess around with. You can hand them. They'll jump from hand to hand. They're just a lot of fun to mess around with, and they're really, really good hunters. So I found this last night about 10 o'clock. It was crawling across the ceiling. So I got in here, and I have to decide whether I want to keep it or not. If I do, then we're going to go ahead and put it in something. So, yeah. So this is what I was thinking, this size cup. I have ones that are just a tad bit smaller than this also for the Sanderi and the Chilobrachys species electric blue. That's what I'm thinking, but I do have the baseball cubes available. The only problem with the baseball cubes is they don't allow, well, not the baseball cubes, but the Matchbox cube or cart display cases. They don't allow for deep substrate, so they'll end up just making a web around, and I don't know. I'll have to make that decision later. But so I'm gonna get these guys out of this vial, and then I'll show them to you in whatever I'm gonna hold them in, and then we'll wrap this video up, and I'll go do my stuff, come back home, get them in an enclosure, and be done with it. So stay tuned here for the next clip. Okay guys, so we have everybody out of their shipping vials. And this is the Tarantulas sanderi. He's small, pretty small. About 3/4 of an inch, but 3/4 of an inch is kind of deceiving when it comes to spiders. So yeah, I got to figure out what I want to put this one in. Probably will end up in a vial. That's, as much as I don't like vials, that's probably where it's going to end up. Okay, here is, this one was pretty insane. It's tough to get out, but hopefully it's calm. This is the Chilobrachy species Electric Blue. Again, this one's kind of small, a little bit bigger than the sanderi, but the sanderi is a little bit more bulky. So probably a vial for that one as well. There is the Megapaboma mesomelis. This one probably could go into a baseball cube, to be honest with you. That would probably be sufficient for this one, but we do have 2 softball enclosures. This is the Sericopelma species Bouquet. Now this one seems to be a tad bigger than the Mesomelis. And then we have this beautiful, gorgeous animal here. This is the Tarantulas meridionalis. You can see what Palp friction does. Their labels are removable. So you know, they put the sticky part and then they leave this is the peeling part, comes back, so that you could take it off and use it if you want to. I like the clear ones, but it's kind of a nice feature, you know, that they do. So yeah, so I got to figure out what we're gonna do with these ones. I'd almost consider just putting this one into this vial, or if nothing else, the sanderi into this vial. But I have some that are the same size as these guys that are in baseball cubes already, but I only have 2 baseball cubes available, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do here and decide. I need to clean them, but we do have these, so we could put the sanderi in this as well as the Chilobrachy species Electric Blue, because that's what I raised the matter of fact, this is the enclosure that I had for the Tarantulas lugardi. So you know, I could clean these out, put new substrate in it, and get those little guys into those and let them live in there for a molt or 2, and then move them into something different later. That's an option. That's probably what I'm going to do, actually. And then we will put this guy into it's already webbing in there, into a softball enclosure. I think that'll be fine. And then probably this one into a softball enclosure. But I could go baseball cubes with these 2 also. This and the Megapaboma misalimus. So you'll find out in the update video, but everybody's alive and healthy and good. I'm going to figure out when to put them in. I got a ton of messages on my phone. The softball game got canceled because it's raining, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'm starving, so I'd like to eat some lunch. And yeah. Again, a big thanks to Alexandra and Garrett at, I think it's Garrett, right? It's not Jared, it's Garrett. Palp Frictions. And look forward to doing some stuff with them maybe later on again in the future. And we'll try and do some breeding projects with them where, you know, I send stuff to them, they breed them because they have much more room than I do here. And then we'll get everybody set up, and we'll see everybody in the update video. Again, there'll be a couple tarantulas that have been rehoused. We'll take a look at those. There'll be a small clip in there with my Pamphobedius CF Pedersi male that passed away. Yeah, I fed some tarantulas yesterday too. I didn't film them. No, I just wanted to feed and be done. 2 Salmopaeus pulchers, not Salem, but the other 2, and then the Poecilotheria Miranda was fed. Is that just those 3, I believe? I tried to feed Nagaina, the Holothalli insae female, with a butterworm, but she didn't want anything to do with that, so I'm going to try and throw a roach in there. I did feed Delaney, the Ephiopus murinus. She's the larger of the 2. I do need to feed the other one. I do need to feed a lot of tarantulas, so we're going to have some videos coming up. But yeah, it was a good day. So far, good day. And we shall see everybody in the next video coming up. Take a picture of this because we'll use this as the thumbnail maybe, huh? Not the greatest thumbnails, but it'll serve a purpose. And we shall see everybody soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.